We're hearing stories of 13-year-old boys scrunching up their face and being identified as over 30, girls putting on fake eyelashes and lipstick and looking older than they are. Kids are also using VPNs to relocate their devices
Be
to
that
other
easy to fool the
countries. And of
system.
course, perhaps the most simple, just using someone's face who's over the age of 16, whether it's a parent or a sibling. The government, of course, have said that these bans aren't going to work perfectly off the bat, that there is
Yeah,
going to be some
no
teething.
kidding. Like, these bans have so many reasons why they're not going to work in the long term. I've actually come around on my opinion on the social media ban. I think it is potentially unconstitutional. You see, in Australia, we don't have a freedom to speech, but we do have a freedom of expression. And within that freedom of expression is an implied freedom of political communication. Considering social media these days is pretty much the central hub for where a majority of people, especially young people, get their political information and their news, they're really cutting off a huge area of communication for under 16s. Besides the freedom of political communication, there's also a freedom of association and freedom of political association, which is literally the implied freedom to join political groups, advocacy organizations, unions, social movements, student movements, things like that. And to be fair, most of those are organized online, on social media. Rallies, protests, they get organized on things like Facebook. And it'd be very hard to argue that restricting access to all social media is not a major burden on political association. So yeah, I think there's definitely room for a constitutional challenge, and I don't think it would survive it. There are other solutions that they could have tried that other countries and the platforms have tried, like having tiered access so that children under the age of 16 either can't create accounts or they can't post, so they can't interact, which would go a long way to curbing some of the harm that the bill is intending to curb without having to have a total ban and completely restrict kids from really what is one of the more free places to get your news and information these days.